Hey everybody, it's Ricky Rolanda here, back with another video. This is going to be Dream Journal number 6. Um, so basically what happens in this one is I'm in my old backyard at my old house. And in my old backyard we had these big huge mulberry trees, like huge, I can't do it on here, with really thick trunks though. Like you can hug them and not even get close to reaching your hands around. And they're just like these big old tall trees. So we built a big old tree house around one of them. And there was we used to put a trampoline in front of the treehouse all the time. We would jump off the treehouse onto the trampoline, or from the branches onto the trampoline, and just like different things. And in this dream, there was my cousins, who I don't see them very often lately. I used to see them a lot more when I used to live at that house. But now they have like kids and stuff, and so it was my cousins with my second cousins, and they were all jumping on the trampoline, just having fun and stuff. And so I go out there to see what's going on. It looked like they were all having a good time, and then I see my brother get like this weird hologram thing around him, and this lady's like looking at him, and then the hologram thing around him like goes above him, and then it's him in the hologram, and like pretend his face is back here and his feet are back here, just facing that way. And then in the hologram, his body just like smashes backwards, like bends all scorpion status, and just like kills him. And then right after the hologram finishes playing, his body goes up in the air and does it, and then he dies the same way that the hologram played. So he just like crunches backwards, and then like all of his spine breaks and stuff, and it just looks like somebody like Magneto. It looked like Magneto or something just like crushed him, or like somebody used the force and just crushed him with it. And so I was like all mad, and then at this point, for some reason, I kind of realized it was a dream, but I wasn't able to like change my actions going forth. I just acted more or less how I would in real life, but it was a dream, so like the emotions weren't quite right. So basically what happened was I ran up to the treehouse. I went up the big stairs. There used to be like 3 big steps. It would be like 1, 2, 3, and then you were like 10 feet above the ground. And then so I took the big 3 steps up to the top of the treehouse, and then I like confronted the lady who did it, and I was like, what the hell did you just do? And I was like all pissed. And then before like I really got to say much out, she just comes at me like that with a buck knife. It was like a big old it wasn't even that big of a knife. It was just like a regular fold out knife about this big. So she just coming at me like that. And then it was like bright orange though, like traffic cone orange. I don't like the color behind me on that sign. But like even more bright orange. And then so yeah, she comes, she's like trying to get me, and then I just like catch her hand like that and like stop her from trying to stab me, and then I'm like struggling with her, trying to fight the knife out of her grip. So what I wanted to do was just get her to drop the knife, and hopefully it would bounce off the treehouse, and then she couldn't get it anymore. Ideally I just wanted to get a hold of it and then just either use it on her or just toss it where nobody could have it. Because she was like an old lady, and she wasn't really that hard to overpower. So in this dream, I'm like overpowering her, like struggling with her. She was strong, but not like crazy, like strong. She wasn't that old. So she wasn't that weak either. But see, I'm struggling with her. She's trying to choke me. I'm trying to like get the knife out of her hand, just trying to protect myself. So we're just both kind of struggling and just going all over the place. I finally get her like this, and I peel the knife out, and it falls. And then somehow she gets it, and she picks it back up, and then she's like going back at me with it, and then we keep struggling, and then through the struggle I get her to drop it, and it bounces off the treehouse like I wanted. And at that point I had like some advantage. I don't remember how I got to it, but I got to her. So I had my hand up to her throat like that, just choking her out really hard, and you could like feel her throat all smashing in, and like it felt like I was about to crush her throat, and it like gave me this like grossed out vibe. So then while all that whole ordeal was going on, I was like trying to talk to her. I was like, what the hell? Like, why did you do that? And she's like, doesn't even realize what she did. She's like, you need to stop fighting me, or I'll kill your brother. And then I'm like, you already killed my brother. So I didn't know what the heck she was doing, or like what she was talking about. So yeah, I fight the knife out of her hand. I get to a point where I'm choking her to death. And I don't know what happened to all my cousins and everybody at this point. Nobody was like helping me fight or anything that I remember. I think there was somebody else up in the treehouse who sort of was, but they were also kind of just like freaked out at the whole situation. It didn't really do anything. So yeah, I'm like at the point choking her. I could feel like the ridges in her throat. I mean, women don't have Adam's apple, but I think everybody has like little ridges right here. Like you could see them underneath my Adam's apple. My Adam's apple's right here, and then there's these ridges. so yeah, I was like choking that, and you could feel those ridges like squishing in, like getting ready to like it was closing up the pipe, and then like it felt like I was getting ready to crush it and like actually damage the whatever it's called. I can't think of the name of your throat pipe right now. But yeah, I was actually getting to the point of like crushing. I guess the larynx is what it was. I was getting to the point of crushing the larynx to where like it wasn't going to function right anymore. And it was like grossing me out in the dream, the way it felt. And then I also just really didn't want to kill somebody. So it was like this mental, like, do I kill her? Do I let go? What do I do? And then I just woke up. And then, so I never killed her, but I was like on the verge of it. And then my brother was still dead in the dream. But like I said, I felt like it was a dream. So I wasn't really like sad or like upset about that. I was more just angry that she was like willing to do that. So yeah, I tried to fight her about it. And then I basically won the fight, or I would have, but then I woke up. So I hope you guys like this dream journal. Thanks for watching, and have a blessed night.